Ooh, boy, what's good with y'all ugly motherfuckers? T-Duck Gaming back on the mic once again, and today we're gonna be having a discussion video about Dragon Ball and why Dragon Ball, at least in my opinion, is the best Dragon Ball series. Now I know y'all niggas gonna be looking like, boy, I know you didn't, and y'all ready to roast me in the comment section. In fact, if you want to roast me about that shit, go ahead, pause the video right now and leave your comment roasting my ass on that shit, because I just said that Dragon Ball is better than Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super, goddamn. I just said that shit. Yes, I did, goddamn it, and I'm gonna tell you why. But if you want to roast me about that shit because your favorite is DBZ, go ahead, leave it in the comment section down below. But I'm gonna tell y'all niggas why Dragon Ball is better than Z, because Dragon Ball are obviously better than GT, and Dragon Ball is obviously better than Super, but you know what I'm saying? So most people be like, yeah, Dragon Ball the second best because Dragon Ball Z beat it out. But I'm gonna tell y'all niggas why I personally think that Dragon Ball is an even better series than Dragon Ball Z. Now a lot of people associate Dragon Ball Z with the morals and with the fighting, but I just want to tell you guys that in my opinion, if you ask me, both of those were better in Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, starting from a story perspective, tells a more cohesive story, because Dragon Ball Z story it's good when it's split up into the different arcs, but as a whole story, like put together, it's not that very good flowing. It has a lot of plot holes, all that kind of stuff. Dragon Ball keeps that stuff to a minimum. In fact, the Dragon Ball plot holes are very minimum. Like I said, like there aren't that many. You're not gonna find that many plot holes within Dragon Ball the original series. A lot of the characters were better used in as well. Like they actually kept characters, even Yamcha. Even though Yamcha lost every major fight, Yamcha still was just as powerful as like Krillin and Master Roshi and all them, who were actually almost just as powerful as Goku. In fact, up until the King Piccolo fight, Goku wasn't even the strongest. Krillin was just as strong as him. Master Roshi was a little bit stronger than him, and then Tien was actually stronger than Goku until the Piccolo arc. I'm telling you, Goku really had a lot of steps to climb. Once he hit the Piccolo arc, Goku really had a lot of steps to climb. Once he hit the Piccolo arc, that's when it really started to, you know, diverge off into where it was really the Goku show, where he started to, you know, become more powerful than everybody. But even so, even when he was more powerful than literally everybody, Tien still in the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai put up a really good fight against him. And Piccolo, we all know how that fight went. That was a fantastic fight. Probably the best in all of Dragon Ball, if you ask me. Well, Dragon Ball the original series, if you ask me. So even though Dragon Ball Z has like one or two fights that are like my top 5, and Dragon Ball only really has like one that is in my top 5, as a whole the fighting was better. I feel like because everyone was in such a close proximity in terms of power, it really was interesting, because you really didn't know who was gonna win a fight. Like you knew Goku was gonna beat Krillin, but the fight between Goku and Krillin was so freaking epic. It had you on your toes, because you were like, oh my god, these niggas really going at it. Against Goku and Jackie Chan, you really thought Goku was gonna win, but then Goku ends up losing. It's like, oh my fucking god, like there are people stronger than Goku. Against Tien, you're thinking, oh, Goku's got this in the bag, but then Goku loses and you're like, oh my fucking god, that was so goddamn epic. And then it's like, you know what I'm saying, like when Goku goes against Tambourine or King Piccolo and Goku keeps losing, well, at the same time he ends up winning at the same time. And it's like, you really get, it's like, what's it called, you really are like, damn, this is some really, you know what I'm saying, you never really know when Goku is actually gonna win and when he's gonna lose. You know all the time that Goku's pretty much gonna beat everybody in Dragon Ball Z. There are a couple instances when he loses, but there really aren't that many, because he's so much stronger than everybody. And that's not just for the villains though, even the main cast, like I said, Goku versus Krillin. You really had no idea. You knew Goku was gonna win, but Krillin was so close to winning that you were like, oh my god, is Krillin really gonna take it? And then he ends up losing. But at the same time, you know, even with his friends, they all could fight the same enemies because they were all so close in power. You know, it was really you know, that helped build suspense towards fights. It helped fights give a more tense feel atmospherically, and you were just sitting there like, oh my god, who's gonna get this, who's gonna win, how are they gonna win? You know, with Dragon Ball Z, you were like, these niggas go beat them. Like, it was no goddamn question. It was no question. You really knew who was gonna win. You know what I'm saying? I still have fights that I go back and watch from Dragon Ball to this day, and I'm still like, oh shit, what the fuck, like, how, like, what, you know what I'm saying? With Dragon Ball Z, I'm just like, yeah, I expected that, you know, it's just to me anyway. So that story and fights out of the way, I really feel like the choreography in the fights was better too. Dragon Ball Z had a lot of fast-paced movements where it's like teleporting all over the place and beams flying. Dragon Ball had more creative techniques and fighting styles and hand-to-hand combat than Dragon Ball Z did. And that's why I really like about the Goku vs. Beerus fight in Super. They really focused on hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, they had a whole bunch of beams flying, but it wasn't as much fast-paced all over the place action. It was more in one proximity or all over the place, but they were really close up so you could see them like trading blows and stuff like that. Like, that's what I like. I like that in my Dragon Ball fights, and that's personally why I like Dragon Ball better. So the cast was better put together. They had better character development because their characters were new in Dragon Ball. The story was a more cohesive story. It was all put together well, whereas Dragon Ball Z told a better story in individual arcs rather than actual, you know, all together as a story. The fights, in my opinion, were better. I just feel like it was better, and I just feel like that overall Dragon Ball was a better series than Z. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Even though I don't give a fuck about your feelings, I don't give a fuck about your thoughts, but you can still let me know anyways. But yeah, this has been your boy Tito Gaming. I'll see you guys in the next video. Sup my dude.